All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back on this lovely Friday. Just one more week until the month is over and July is in the books, and we're going to start a new chapter in August. So, how's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back, everybody on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Cyber Group members. Good to see you all. Trial members, hopefully, you guys are having a good time. I'll tell you, we did great again. That's why you got to be in here early, everybody. Look at the ENT. Everybody remembers this stock very, very well. We've been trading this stock. There's that new key channel. It was definitely a huge short squeeze, by the way, but it was a big kitty channel. A lot of big names own piece of it. And you remember right here, the stock literally ran from $2, went to 12 in a matter of I don't know, it was like 3-4 days. And guess what? Came right back down to 2. But something's going on. When it all started, there's 2 time frames where we make most of our money. Is the 8:30 program trading time. And I mean 8 a.m. Eastern time and the 8:30. And this happened to work on the 8:30. And you can see we went from 2 all the way to $6. I know a lot of us got in late. We all jumped in, unfortunately, around 3:50. Some of you jumped in around 5, but you can see ran all the way to 6. She's kind of backing off right now. Totally normal. I was looking over here on the, let me just bring this up so I could share so people could see a little bit better on this one. So anyway, I was looking over here on the level 4, and you could see that there's some big resistance levels starting to come in. Not as pretty as the P-tie, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about this one a little bit later. But the P-tie also was the 8 a.m. move, which we caught on that one. But definitely a lot of stocks that are moving this morning. But before we do that, let's talk about what happened yesterday, because some of these stocks are actually moving pretty well. So anyway, you know that we've been trading AMD. AMD is actually doing really, really well. Once it broke through that major resistance levels, which we talked about when it broke all-time highs, you know what? Now the thing really popped. Now, what is the news on AMD? I don't know if everybody knows, but apparently Intel is getting crushed. I guess they're not coming out with their chip anytime soon. AMD is knocking on their door. And AMD, obviously, I don't know, I've been hearing better reviews on. I mean, Intel's got the name. I was trading Intel since the 90s, okay? This thing's been around since the stock market's been open. I think it was NASDAQ's first, high-tech stock that was out there. So Intel's got a really big name. I mean, it's a great company, but AMD's been really doing pretty well. And you could see it's obviously due to the stock. Intel, let me just bring this one up. INTC. I used to trade it a lot, but I stopped trading it back in the old days. But you could see that's just the same thing. When this came down, AMD went up. And you're probably thinking about why is that? You know what I mean? But sure enough, great short, 61 down to 52. Looks like, it's got some support levels here. But you know what? A little bit of a brand name stock, so be very careful with this stock. And also it's being a little bit on the expensive side. But anyway, AMD, we're doing really well on that. But I'm still excited about those other 2 stocks. Also, we traded yesterday was ABUS. That one did phenomenal. Let me just fix this chart to see a little bit better. So ABUS also, out of nowhere, the stock took off. The only thing I was very disappointed about the ABUS, it was like the other day when I was trading those other 3 stocks. I thought it was a hold going into the close, right into the last minute. You could see it kind of just stopped right in within the last 10, 15 minutes. Now, I don't know if everybody here is familiar with the mouse pad. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit bigger so you guys could see it. So can everybody see this really quick? Okay, on YouTube Live. So here at Cyber Trading University, I built this mouse pad about 25 years ago. And I got it from the ideas that my mentors told me when the best time to trade and worst times to trade. So I says, you know what? Why don't I keep something on my desk that can always remind me instead of looking at a piece of paper? So I invented this. I came out with a clock and everything. But you could see here the last 5 minutes of the close. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't know if it's zoomed in, whatever. But you could see here the last 5 minutes of the close is where you got to be really careful of trading. So that's where the most active, you can see in green, those are the best times to trade. And then obviously the worst times to trade. I know a lot of you students out here at Cyber Trading have that mouse pad. Cheapest, best investment you can make will save you thousands. All right. For a lousy $6 mouse pad. It's crazy. But also we also traded, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is because this one little stock right here that got, that we traded, how it went up and it just came right back down. But ABUS is going back on the watch list. All right. Keep a very, very close eye. It was a $2 stock. Sorry, $6.20. What else we had? We had the Mist. Mist did really good early in the morning, $4. Oh, not the big deal, only 10. All right, great little move. Once it filled, it was a gap fill. You know what's crazy? I don't know what happened, but just out of nowhere at 2 o'clock, the thing just took off, went from 10 to 2, from nowhere. But we did really well early in the morning with this stock. She's holding pretty strong here. So, I mean, I'm going to put this on my watch list because now it's all of a sudden, not only has it begun a good day trade, but it's also become as a good swing trade. By the way, I'm going to repeat this 1,000 times. And I want to tell you guys this because everybody has has been told the opposite. I was actually talking to Josh earlier this morning about certain stocks, how we like I owned Tesla at $60 at one point, and I sold it at 68. All right. And he was talking about he owned AMD at like, I don't know, it was like $10. And you see where AMD is. And he's like, wow, it was not as bad as you with your Tesla. Listen, but you know what? For every big winner, if I had some other stocks, I would not be standing here today. I would have been destroyed. Okay. So, you can't say like, oh, if I held on to it. Yeah. You know what? What about the people who wish they held on to crypto, Bitcoin? You know what I mean? When my son told me he was paying $500 for it, I thought he was on crack. I'm like, what are you, crazy? You don't even know what the hell this company is. So, a lot of it, half of it is luck. But I was pointing to him that as a day trader, it does make you very conservative. Okay. So, I mean, if you're very speculative and, options are the best. If you like fast, high risk, quick money, options is definitely your game. If you're a little bit more not as risky, swing trading is probably better. If you're very conservative and you just want to keep it simple, day trading is the way it goes. And unfortunately, as a day trader, there are times that I'm a little too conservative that I should have held something. But then when I go back and I says, you know what? Yeah, all that money I would have made on that one. But who's to say I would have still had it today? You know what I mean? And then also, who's to say that, if I wasn't conservative, I still had some of these stocks, I wouldn't be here. Look at Bear Stearns. Okay. I mean, I'll give you one right now. How about this one? Everyone's familiar about this one. Remember Nikola? I called this one out. How's that working out for us, right? I told you about this stock when the stock was $30. We bought it. I bought more at 40. Thing ran almost to 100. We thought it was the next best thing since sliced bread next to a next Tesla. And then in pre-market, I'm on the phone with my brother and my cousin, and I'm in the trading room. And all of a sudden, thing dropped down. And within 2 minutes, I lost 4 points on this stock. I got out at exactly $89. How is that working out for me now? Could you imagine having several thousand shares of that stock right now? And you think, oh, maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll come back. Oh, yeah, no problem. It's coming back all right. Okay. Because look what happened. ENT, I'm just going to go right back to this. If you bought ENT and you heard all the great news about it, oh, but it's a kiddie show. It's the next best thing to Nickelodeon. I bought it at 12. And then how many of you went out there and sold it at 2? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you wrote a thing down. So, I'm sorry if I'm going on a tangent, but it was a really good conversation. And I want you guys to know that we're human too. And day trading obviously makes you very conservative when it comes up to it. Just 2 more stocks I want to bring up. RENT was another one that we traded that did really well yesterday that some of you missed. And the TUP. You can see all of them. Nice movers, nice trends. Never heard of them. Oh, you heard of Tupperware. Who would ever think of trading Tupperware? How ridiculous is that? Like, Tupperware? Really? Seriously? Tupperware? Some people didn't even know there was a public company. You know what I mean? But it's worth more than Hertz, right? How's Hertz doing? Not too good. All right. So let's go through the watch list because we got a pretty good list going on right now. Now, guys, listen, it is Friday. Okay. And if you've been doing your journals the way we train you cyber traders, and you've been watching and you've been graphing, especially that the monthly journal, you'll find out that I always talk about the best days to trade and the worst times. Remember, there are best times to trade like this, and there's best days to trade. Fridays, you got to be careful, especially in the summertime. Now, I always talk about the weather because I always look at the weather. You probably heard about the news you heard something called the Hamptons here on Long Island where I live. And it's where all the, people around the world come there and they vacation. They go to Montauk. They go to East Hampton, West Hampton. You know, you go there and you'll see, believe it or not, $100 million properties. You know what I mean? And these people want it. The reason why I bring it up, because I want to know, are these traders? Because I could hear the helicopters flying over my house, and I could see them going over there. So I could see by the weather, are they staying and waiting, or are they going now? You know what I mean? So the weather's kind of crappy here. So I think today we might have a pretty decent day. I think a lot of people are going to be holding back, the CEOs and stuff like that. So, but Friday afternoons are really, really good. Okay. So, you know, they always find out Friday afternoons, but who wants to stick around to Friday afternoons? But anyway, there are a couple of good stocks out there. I want to start off. First of all, the ENT. We already know about that one. She's playing games right now. All right. She's playing games, but she's in a way of she's playing within this range. I think that could be a really interesting, fun stock to trade with the open, but it's up 180%. Let me repeat that, 180% as of right now. So can it go higher? Listen, it went to 12. All right. So $6 could be cheap. We've seen it done. Do it before. MGEN, another one I found this morning too. Not as excited as I would like, but she is making a little bit higher highs. She's kind of flatlined right here. She's a penny stock that kind of turns me off. The PTI, okay, this one. So anyway, regarding about this stock right here, this is the one that we traded this morning, and you can see right here that the stock had a nice little run up. And it stopped right here at $2.50 because there's a big iceberg order out there. You see that red line? And listen, if you don't know where the money is, you should not be trading, okay? Because if you didn't know that, guess what? The thing ran from $2.50 down to $2. Why did it go down? Because of an iceberg order. Remember, it's one of the biggest things that we teach. A lot of you came yesterday. I did 2 big events yesterday, and I was talking about NASDAQ total view and stuff like that. You know, it's like a light bulb. It just kicks in. Think about it. I tell everyone all the time, how many events have you gone into? And these people just sound so smart and they know their thing. But at the end of the day, you know he knows what he's talking about, but you never learned anything that you could utilize without probably watching it another 5-10 more times. And then you're still confused, you know? But within a minute, you see that, like, oh, it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. So you got to follow the money. And if you haven't done it already, you better get in the trading room and watch what we do, because there are times that like yesterday, if we didn't sell at those resistance levels, those big iceberg orders, we got crushed. So I got A-Bus back in there again. A-Bus obviously just making a nice little quick pop again, if you guys noticed that. Look at that beautiful move from 7 to 780. That's the one we traded yesterday. Another, what is that, a pharmaceutical stock? Yeah, looks like a pharmaceutical stock. So that one's doing great. It's piggyback of its moving from yesterday. DLPN also came up on my watch list. Not a crazy moving expensive stock, cheap little stock. That one, always like these little sleepers always come out of nowhere, and I always like to see what happens when they open up. Now we know about AMD, okay, and you know what? With the chip sector, there's another stock, TSM, that's trading with it too. I don't know if you know that's another Taiwan semiconductor that also is trading with it, and we can see what's happening with Intel. Not looking too good for that, a great company, unfortunately. But she's holding here pretty strong. Remember, these stocks are not like pharmaceutical stocks. They do come back, though. So always keep that in mind. NTZ is another one that's kind of flat right now. That one came out of nowhere. That was big pop. I don't know what's going on with this stock, but she's starting to make lower lows. She was up a lot. She was up to 3. She's already down $1 from the highs at 7:30 this morning. So I because she's up, I want to see how she trades. And I'm throwing this back on the watch list too. Okay, it looks like she's going to be testing some support levels right around here, around 880. All right, anything I missed that I did not call out? Anybody out there of any of the stocks that I missed? I mean, it's a pretty decent Friday. I mean, a lot of us should be done already this morning from just trading the ENT. You know, INO is tumbling. Jeff, let me bring that up. Yeah, that one's taken a big hit. Listen, we traded this stock. We did well with it. This is that copycat Chinese company of Tesla. So listen, it could be to me, I think it was a big short squeeze on the stock right here. I think it's a big short squeeze. Anything else? Anything else? And not only that, but Jeff, Tesla's also taking a hit too. You know, Tesla's down. You can see it's down about 6%. That stock obviously is also taking a big hit. I think it's down like, I don't know, 60, 70 points right now. Like, big deal. It's a $1,400 stock. Craig, you made 58 cents in ENT. All right. Way to go.
Hey, good job.
All right. Anybody on YouTube Live, Facebook Live that you missing anything? Anything we're missing you guys didn't see? Anything out there? All right. So listen, the list is there. We're going to post it on our Twitter. We're going to post it on our Facebook page, and we're going to put it in the cyber group room. So like I said, for everybody here in the cyber group room, you can watch in 2 different rooms. You can watch streaming live on YouTube. We got, we do video cam there on it. But so just make sure you guys subscribe to us, like us, and then join us back. We'll be back here at 2:30. Now, if you're new to Cyber Trading University and you're a new trial member, listen, I have to apologize. I told you this yesterday. Unfortunately, I got a nasty email from somebody, and I just want to kind of address it to everybody. I don't know. Listen, we're doing the best that we can. Some people are like, you haven't got back to me, whatever. Listen, we are in a big crisis here in New York with coronavirus. Okay. We are shorthanded. People are working from home. We're doing the best that I can. But, if I don't know what more we could do for you, but if we didn't get to you, we're trying to get to you. We did try to call everybody. If you didn't get back to you in time, we got a big list. A lot of people want to get into trading. We do things differently. And just remember this, very important. If we wanted to here at Cyber Trading University, I could have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people in a room. Okay. I could just open up the floodgates and let you in there. But at the end of the day, remember what I told you yesterday, a lot of you really do not qualify to be here. Okay. And we will not let you in the room and it's not that it's nothing personal. It's just some of you really should not be trading for several different reasons. And that's why we consult you and talk to you rather than just get you in the room and then just cause mayhem, because you're never going to get that customer service. You're not going to get that support. But we do things the old way. Okay. We like to talk to everyone. We like to tell them what's going on, but we are backed up. So I apologize if we haven't got a hold of everyone. But once again, I can't appease everybody, but we're trying to do the best that we can. Okay. And if you're angry, then you know what? Sorry, can't help you. I apologize. But listen, there's a lot of the schools out there you can go to. You know what I mean? So, but there's no better way of us, doing it than talking about here in the cyber trading room. All right, guys, listen, thank you very much. One last stock I just want to check out because somebody on YouTube just brought up a stock. Just was it the VKTX trade? Let me just look up that stock for her. This stock, we traded a while, Vicum Therapy. It's really not doing anything. It's kind of flat. Honestly, if the stock breaks below 650, I would personally want to be in it. You know what I mean? It's got major support levels, but it's really not doing anything. 15,000 shares, kind of flat. You know what I mean? You got a couple of buyers out there, not too many sellers. So that's a good sign, but you're at major support. Hopefully that helped answer your question. Remember, you're in the business to make money, right? So sometimes you got to cut your losses. If things are not going anywhere, it's okay to get out of it and trade something that has action in it. That's the whole reason. You don't want to sit there and watch it and wait for it to move, unless it's a swing trade. All right. Okay, guys, good luck. Happy trading. We'll see you back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. And remember, you got to learn before you can earn. So be very careful. And if you're new here to Cyber Trading University, you're in the Cyber Group room, please do not buy anything. We just want you to watch and see if other people make money doing it. Don't look at me. Don't look at my instructors. Look if everybody else makes money. That's the key thing. And cyber traders, you know what to do. You see something, you say something in the room. Remember, the purpose of you're in this room is us to trade together, make money together. All right. And enjoy the glory together. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. See you back at 2:30.